is your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
And welcome back, everyone, to News 5 on this Sunday. We're happy you're here joining us as you wrap up your weekend. Now, we have been on weather alert this afternoon due to the potential for flash flooding, especially in those recent burn scars. Those are most susceptible when heavy rain falls. You get a little bit of a slide or mud and debris flow forming. Also get the risk of swollen creeks and small streams, roadway flooding in these areas, as we're talking about periods of heavy rain with rainfall rates up near 1/2 inch per hour. That's when it gets a little bit dicey. Whenever you see a rainfall rate up above that threshold, that's when flooding and flash flooding can occur. Now, things have been relatively quiet east of the mountains over the past couple of hours. Denver up towards Lincoln County getting some good stuff, or Jefferson and Douglas counties, I should say. Right now, Lincoln County getting quite a bit of rain just to the east of Lyman. Still seeing some lingering showers out here across southern parts of the Saguache Range. Down south into the Sangres, getting some really good rain coming off that mountain range this afternoon. As we look off to the east, we did have a severe thunderstorm warning out here into southeastern parts of Baca County. It has since been expired. Now the severe thunderstorm warning is down south across the state line, and still seeing some stronger storms also popping up now across parts of Pueblo County towards Crowley County. See this line that's moving south from that thunderstorm up there? That's what we call an outflow boundary. So as that rain cooled air races away from the thunderstorm, if it encounters another thunderstorm, that can actually help to intensify that developing storm. So I think this storm is going to blow up here. Also, the one just to the southwest of Pueblo might get a little bit energized over the next 15 to 30 minutes. You can see generally these storms, none of them really moving away in any sort of hurry, and that's why the slow moving nature of the storms does increase that risk of flooding, especially back in those burn scars. Right now in the Springs, it has been a cooler day today. I think yesterday at this time we were in the mid-90s, so dropping down to around 80 degrees this afternoon. We still have some mid-90s in Pueblo where there's a little more sunshine where that sensor is. 92 La Junta. Look at Lyman, 69 because of the rain cooled air there. 57 Woodland Park and 81 in Denver. Wide variety of temperatures, but for the most part, as we look at the graphic here, everyone running cooler than yesterday. Look at the difference in Springfield. It's 30 degrees cooler now at this time versus this time yesterday, and more than 20 cooler in Lyman. As we mentioned, those outflow winds, anytime they race across an area, you'll get a little bit of an increase in those wind speeds. Now, as we look ahead to next week, interesting setup I want to share with you. High pressure is going to develop here across the Four Corners region. At the same time, we'll get this area of low pressure digging into California. That's going to increase that southwesterly flow, and this is going to tap into that monsoon pattern. So we'll see near daily chances for rain as we make our way into next week. Some days a little wetter than others, but those chances for rain pretty much sticking around your 7-day forecast. Monday's also a little bit hotter with thunderstorms potentially developing across the Pikes Peak region, the Pueblo area, anytime after 2. Now, I think the rainfall overall tomorrow a little less widespread than what we saw today. Probably not going to see much activity until between 12 and 2 in the mountains. Then anytime after 2 or 3, you'll get some of those storms, kind of spotty in nature, moving across the I-25 corridor and then east into the plains. Lows tonight fairly mild, much like last night. We'll see a variety of 50s and 60s here, even some 70s possible out towards La Junta, thanks to leftover moisture from the storms. Highs tomorrow are going to be hotter, as we mentioned. 97 La Junta, 95 in Pueblo, and 90 in the Springs. And then really not a whole lot of change temperature-wise, just a few degrees of maybe variety up or down the next 7 days, but it's the thunderstorm chances that we're keeping an eye on. I think Tuesday looks a little wetter than Monday, and then we see maybe some spotty to isolated storms Wednesday, Thursday before those rain chances pick back up heading into the weekend. For Pueblo, mid to low 90s in your 7-day forecast with near daily chances for rain. Canyon City, I think we have a pretty good chance of afternoon thunderstorms every day here. And Tuesday looks pretty wet out across Fremont County as well as Teller County, where there could be maybe another risk of some flash flooding for those recent burn scars. Andy?